Hey guys, Lukaxz here, and today we're going to do some street photography in this shrine that's behind me, which is called Hanazono Shrine, Hanazono Jinja, here in Shinjuku. And today is the day of an important festival that we do here in Japan at the end of every year. It's called Tori-no-ichi, and it's like a festival where people come to wish for good luck for the following entire year. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the customs and whatnot here in the shrine. And of course, we'll do some street photography along the way. And of course, don't forget, if you ever share your photos from your GR on Instagram or other platforms, please use the hashtag shootgr_ and then your city. So for me, it's shootgr_Tokyo. All right. And also, please don't forget to leave any comments you have below. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. And of course, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get shooting. So the very first thing right away, even before as we were setting up, that caught my eye is I love the way the sakura here with no, this is a cherry blossom tree, but with no blossoms on it, kind of plays along with the eaves of the shrine, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to slow down my shutter here to a 30th. Okay, and utilize the stabilization. And I like how the eave and the branch kind of coincide in a really nice way. Okay, and then we'll head more in there. Because really what I like about this festival, of course every shrine in Tokyo, or not every, but many shrines in Tokyo have this festival every year. But what I like about this one especially is they put up this giant wall of lamps, as you can see. So we're going to shoot that from a bunch of angles again and again. All right, so as we explore the shrine, I'll mention some of the customs that are part of the festival, but as we run into them, because there's a couple interesting things about it. So you see these people here, they're reading these little pieces of paper. And in fact, it's the same ones as over here. So if you look at these pieces of paper that are attached to the railing here, in fact, I'll take some photos of it. What these are is fortunes. So people, they go to the little fortune box at the shrine. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere over there. Every shrine has one, or even more than one. And then people buy one of these little pieces of paper for like 100 yen, which is about $1, 80 cents or something like that. Let's see here. And then, you read your fortune. It tells you your luck for the rest of the year. So that's part of the fun. People do that all the time. I love these brass things, and I'm being reflected in it. So I guess this will be kind of a selfie. Come on. Oh, there we go. Got it. Well, a little bit out of focus selfie, but that's fine. Okay. So let's see here. I wanted to shoot this view. There was a little too many people earlier. But I like this wall and whatnot. And then we'll head down into the festival area here. Of course, I'm shooting stuff all along the way. We're going to go slow, because it's actually not a very huge shrine. So here at this little kiosk, this is where people are buying their fortunes, as well as the another thing called omamori, which are like little charms, these little things that you carry around, and they bless you for certain things like safety on the road, happy marriage, success on your exam, whatever. So you can buy an omamori. Literally means like a protective seal. The word mamoru means like to protect. So you can buy a little protective seal for whatever you're worried about, right? Or you can buy multiple ones, and people like hang them on their backpacks, or they hang them in their house or in their car if it's one for driving, that kind of stuff. I really like the view of this, this kiosk. And I really want to get a nice clean shot of it. This is pretty good, I guess. It's not the best. Oh, there we go. That's better. A vertical shot. Wow. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Very cool, because I can see the layer of lamps up there very nicely. Okay, ooh. I don't want to be in the way, but also want to keep my spot to get this shot again, just to maybe get a perfect one. Because there's a little bit too many people. I would love to just get like one person over there. And here we go. I might get what I want. Beautiful. Okay, I'm happy with that. I slowed down my shutter speed to 125th because I didn't need the speed, and I want to keep my ISO as low as possible. All right. So now let me say a little bit more about this. So you can probably see behind me here that there's a huge line of people all forming to get up to the top of the shrine. So what people are doing is they're buying these, and we'll see them over there later. They're buying these, it's called the kumade, but it's basically a rake. It's a traditional rake, and the idea is it rakes in the good luck, right? And people take their kumade and they go up to the shrine and they get it blessed. And then usually they'll display it in their home, or more often than not in their business. So like you'll get like a restaurant owner or whatever, and they'll hang it above the door or some special place. The idea is it pulls in the luck for the rest of the year. So that's what this festival is all about. People come here, they buy the kumade and they bless them. And they're in line to get their kumade blessed, or to just pray. Not everybody, I can see, not everybody has a kumade. Some people just want to pray for good luck because it's the day to pray for that. So yeah, I've said this in many videos we've done about shrines and stuff. We're probably not going to get up close, maybe for a brief moment, but I'm not going to go up there and take a lot of photos, because that's like the sanctum, that's where people are praying. It's a spiritual activity. I don't want to disturb people, although it's chaotic tonight anyway. But we will explore the kumade market in just a minute. So like I said, we're not going to go up to the center part there because that's where people are praying, and we'd have to get in line. And even then, I think it'd be kind of rude to film. But you can see that this is what it looks like. People climb up, they pray. In Japan, I should explain, like when you pray, you go up to the altar. You throw a little bit of money, as you can just see some people did. You don't have to, but you should, at least a little bit. And then you clap twice. You bow twice. I always get this wrong. You bow twice, then you clap twice. The clapping kind of stirs up the spirit, right? Then you say your prayer, and then you bow one more time, and you're done. And some people pray for just a few seconds, and some people I've seen will stand there for 5 minutes, giving a very long, heartfelt wish to the god, right? So that's what people are doing here. Okay, but we'll head back down. Like I said, I didn't want to take any photos because maybe I'll just take one, because we're kind of far away from the action anyway. And I don't want to get up close because I don't want to disturb people. But as we go down from the top of the stairs here, the view is pretty cool. You can actually see the whole extent of this festival, and you can really see the sea of people who are in line to get up to the shrine and pray, which is impressive how many people come here. And of course, this is, as I said, one of many shrines around the city that have this festival today. Okay, let's get a nice wide shot of the whole thing from here. I can slow down my shutter a bit because I'm far away from the action. And actually, I realized a good shot will be from the side with the crowd and then the lamps above them. I think that's pretty cool, like this. So the reason I chose this particular shrine is because it's in Shinjuku. It's kind of central. It's a pretty big, famous shrine. But I just know from previous years that they do this cool thing with the lamps. They set up so many. And it looks really impressive. Other shrines do similar things, but I think on the scale of this one, it's not quite the same. Okay. Okay, we got a couple more here. Again, just wide shots. I'm working on here just to get, the scenery, the overall feeling of the place. Nice. And I should say also, here's more of these fortunes. I forgot to mention, why are they tied onto things? So they get tied onto things, well, it's a bit mysterious, because some people tell me, and this is what I think is correct, is when the luck is bad, when you get a bad fortune, you tie it on. But I've had some Japanese people tell me that if you want the wish to come true, or the fortune to come true, you also tie it on. So I don't know, I think the first one's the right one, but I've heard both. And for the record, in case you want to know, these are called omikuji. And omikuji is a fortune. All right, let's keep going here. While we're going there, I'm going to get a nice wide shot from the middle here before the guard scolds me and tells me to move. And it's really interesting because it really brings, you can tell it brings the whole community together. Like there's old people, there's young people, there's children, there's just everybody. And here we go, here's the guy with a huge, kumade. This is what we're talking about. So, and by the way, these are expensive. So now that we're in the market, we'll talk a little bit more about that. So the little ones might cost you like $50 to $100. But some of these giant ones that they're carrying, I've seen them, don't say which ones exactly because I don't remember, but some of the bigger ones could be $1,000, $2,000, many thousands of dollars. So this is an expensive investment to get the good luck for the following year. So I'm constantly flipping between slow shutter and fast shutter because on the one hand I want to keep my ISO low, and on the other hand I want to get sharp photos when things are moving. like these guys in this shop. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of both. Okay, we can go to the next shop here. And go this way. Get high up here. The beauty of the RICOH. All right. Beautifully timed. We couldn't have choreographed that better. So as we were starting at the very beginning of this video, you probably heard that, and I was thinking I should probably comment on this later. So we had a perfect example of that. So when somebody buys a kumade, as the shopkeeper, hands it over, then they do that. They do the little clapping ceremony. To be really honest, I don't know the exact significance of that. It's just like, hooray, you bought a kumade, let's celebrate, why not? And it's cool and fun. And so you hear it constantly as people buy them. They do the little kumade celebration. So that was that. I'm glad we got that on video really well. Oh, there it is again. Keep going. Very nice. And so here, like, see this giant one over here in the front. I mean, that's the kind of one that I'm saying it costs many thousands of dollars. These are very expensive things. The little ones, of course, are much more affordable. So most people don't get the gigantic ones. And I just love how this is just such a rich and chaotic scene. There's so much going on in my photos right now. Like, you can barely even pick anything out as as a main subject. It's just a whole wall of color and chaos. But yeah, very nice. It's actually not like in previous years I've been to bigger kumade markets. There's one on the north of Tokyo that's very extensive. But this one's kind of small, but I like I said, I like this shrine because it gets very busy, very lively, and it's in the heart of Shinjuku, so it's kind of a cool place to do this. Let's try to back up a little bit. It's going to be tough with a lot of people, but I want to try to get it from farther away to get more of the, just the scenery itself. Yeah, when I'm doing a wide shot like what I'm doing right now, there's a lot going on, so I know I'm not going to get a perfect decisive moment, but I am looking for something with decent balance, where the people are not overlapping each other too much. Everyone's kind of away from the foreground to give it a kind of like a tableau, like a nice scene, right? Let's go around this way. Oh, this is a very brightly lit passage with lots of people. Wow, great. Beautiful. And I'm glad I brought this because with the bigger camera, I mean, I can shoot like that too, but one thing I like about using this small camera in crowds is like how easy I can shoot from above like that. This is adorable right here. This lady with the dog. Oh, okay, I did actually. Yeah, I never really got it. Too bad. The last shot was okay, but the lady with the dog and the kumade together was cute. I wasn't ready for that at all. All right, which reminds me, what's my snap focus distance? I think I forgot to say it. I think that was the problem. I was on 2.5 meters, but I think that was a little bit too far actually for how close I was to that. So there we go. Let's go in there. Nice. I'm just looking for moments, when people are interacting. Lovely. I kind of want to go that way, but it looks like it's too packed, so we're going to go on this side passage here. But as we pass out, I'll get some shots of it. I love how there's all these numbers on the lamps. I'm assuming these are the numbers of the different shops. At other kumade markets, I don't think I remember seeing the numbers. That's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Beautiful. Hey. We got another dog here. Adorable. Oh, here we go. Here's a huge one. I don't know how well it's getting picked up on the mic. It's probably deafening, but it's actually deafening in person. Being that close with all those clappers, it was really loud. Also, I want to say that because I guess this guy got a gigantic one, they went a long time. Yeah, he spent a lot of money on that, and the song was, or the chant, whatever, was extra long. So there we go. And now they're escorting him out like a VIP. And I want to say, I think, in my opinion, the people like the fanfare. The people who buy the big ones, they like that everyone gathers around to watch the clap ceremony. It's part of the fun. So yeah, let's go back out here. Very nice. All right, let's head back over to the front and shoot a little bit more like a streety kind of stuff. Actually, yeah, first one more of the market from this angle. This is good. All right, so there's this little mini shrine over here, which is being kind of ignored tonight underneath all these tori. Let me see if I can get a nice slow shutter photo in here. Okay. On a very slow shutter because it's very dark. I'm on a 1/5 of a second. Okay. I realized with all this action, I kind of forgot to mention which GR I'm using, and I'm using the GR3 non-X tonight, and the reason is kind of obvious. It's very crowded, and I'm going to be close, so I want it wide. I don't think I'd enjoy as much using the GR3X in this environment. Anyway, let's get a few more in this shrine before we leave. And I should say, this corrugated metal all around me, we're like in a steel cage kind of, is not usually here. This stuff's here because of the market that's been built temporarily for this festival. This is usually just open like a normal shrine-y kind of place. But I kind of like this environment. The foxes look really cool, contrasted against this steel kind of environment, right? Let's see here, I'm still on a 5th, so I gotta be pretty steady, although the stabilization does an amazing job. But if my hands are shaking, even the stabilizer won't really save the day. Let's do a cool shot here with these. I use the tori actually as a kind of a cool frame for the fox. Beautiful. I'll try this way too. Actually, we almost skipped it. I almost didn't want to come in here because I thought it would be crowded because it's so small and narrow, and I don't want to bug people. But nobody's in here right now, and I like this environment a lot. It's very abstract and strange in a good way. I realized also we didn't look up over there. Let's go this way. We didn't go up here before. And there's another interesting thing here on the side. It's kind of hard to see. But there's this big pile of old kumade back there. Let's squeeze through the crowd. We can get back there. Sumimasen. 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 Because this is actually kind of interesting to talk about. So there's like all these discarded kumade. These are last year's kumade and charms and whatnot. You don't keep them, but you don't just throw them away because it's a sacred thing. It's a blessed thing at the shrine. So at the end of the year, you bring it back to the shrine. They collected everything, and then they burn it as a sacrifice around, basically around the turn of the year, like on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Many shrines will have like a pyre burning these kinds of things that they've collected from the end of the year. So that's what this is. So it looks kind of messy, but it's actually a way to dispose of these things in a proper manner with respect rather than just throwing it in the trash. And I kind of do like how it creates an interesting scene up to that little shrine up there, right? There's like a mountain of kumade, and then up at the top, there's a little tiny shrine. But let's go see it from the other side. I think we can go up the stairs here and check it out. And yeah, that's what people are doing here. So this line is exactly what I was saying. People are bringing their kumade here. They pray at this shrine, and they're chucking them in there into the big pile. Menarai. それこれは去年の熊手ですね。そう、わかりました。ありがとう。Ah, we have a special character here. Wow. So this gentleman here is quite famous. A local celebrity. So this gentleman, he's actually very well known. He's like a local celebrity. So before I explain who he is, I just want to say that in Tokyo, there are these characters that are always in character, okay? And I've lived here almost 13 years now. Actually, yeah, 13 years now. Wow, okay, it flew by. And over the years, you see these people, like you'll see that same person dressed as that character, and it's not a character from something. They're not doing cosplay. That's a character they invented. And you just see them again and again and again. And sometimes you don't see them for 5 years, and then you see them 5 years later, still like that. And I think this gentleman here, who goes by Shinjuku Tiger, he's probably the original, or maybe not the original, but one of the oldest. There's actually a whole documentary movie about him. So if you Google Shinjuku Tiger, you can find out all the information that I'm not going to really explain. But he's been dressing up like that since the 70s. Apparently he's a newspaper delivery man. That's okay. Hard to explain things in this environment. Anyway, and he's around and he dresses like this and he hangs out in Shinjuku, especially in Golden Gai, which is an area that just neighbors the shrine. It's right outside the shrine. But we'll save that for another video. Anyway, so it's cool to see him here, and he posed and he's cool with that. He got a thumbs up. But there are other such characters around Tokyo, and I think that that's one of the fantastic things that I love about this city is running into these people again and again. Sometimes I will chat him up, sometimes I'm shy. In this case, I just left him alone, but it's just cool to run into him. All right, I like the scene from this angle as well. There was two different ones happening in the same time. It was like stereo, and they were out of sync. What I really want to do is go back over to where people are discarding their kumade. We didn't actually get in there, and see if I can take a closer look. Yeah, I love this. There we go. Nice. I like to see the people throwing them away. That's what I want to see. I want to see this moment. Beautiful. Awesome. Let me get maybe one more of this moment. Maybe I'll do it on a slow shutter. And it's very cute. I love that some people will bring like a giant one, and some people just bring a little tiny one. But everything counts. You don't want to throw something like this just in the trash. You have to bring it back to the shrine. Okay, I did a whole bunch. I'm going to do a couple slow shutters. Same concept. All right, wow, it got really busy. Let's back out of this. There's like suddenly a million people. These over here we should mention too, just to cover all the shrine traditions. These are called emma, which are these plaques that you buy, and then you write a prayer on them, a wish, and you hang them here at the shrine. These also get eventually burned at the end of the year. And so people write all kinds of stuff. These days it's almost all Japanese. I see a couple other, like, I think there's Vietnamese there, or Thai maybe. I'm not sure. But when there's more tourism in Japan, you'll see these in all languages. People from over the world come and leave these kinds of plaques. So let's see if we can get one. Get a nice shot of them. Just a simple, straightforward shot of the emma themselves. But I think we'll head down the stairs over here on the side if we don't get in anyone's way. Yes, we can make it. And we'll check out the last thing that I want to show you guys today in this shrine. We'll probably pay our respects to Shinjuku Tiger as well, because he's on the way.
He's a Shinjuku Tiger.
わかる、知ってる。すごい有名ですね。
そうですか。
いや、
私たちこれツイッターやってるんで。
そうそうそう、すごい。いや、私は日本に13年も住んでます。
ああ、じゃあすごい日本語。
何回目見ました。いつもすごい。ああ、Shinjuku Tiger。いや、昔から知ってる。
一緒に写真撮られないですか？
ああ、大丈夫。私はスナップショットだけ欲しい。そうそうそう。でもありがとう。ありがとう。どうも。Wow, so he's moved up in the world. He's got like a publicist. That guy was like, oh, this is Shinjuku Tiger, don't you know? I was like, dude, come on, I know. But then he's like, oh, he's got a Twitter and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. I don't think he had a Twitter in the 70s, right? And he's like, if you want a photo with him, you can. I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'm just like I want to take photos of the scene. I love it. Very cool. It makes me happy that he kind of embraces the fame, so to speak. That's cool. Nice. And I was just in someone else's street photo, so it's like everyone taking photos of everybody. I love it. And the funny thing is, he's wearing red too. So like this guy's like my a Japanese clone. He's the red shirt wearing street photographer. Very nice. Too bad he's not using a RICOH. That would have been perfect. All right. So I was saying we're gonna go to like the last and kind of most important thing for me. We're gonna go to the food section, where all the food vendors are. You got all kinds of stuff, and also hopefully some nice photo opportunities. All right, French fries, not that interesting. We're gonna look for more Japanese stuff. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this before. Axel, do you know what this is?
It's a fortune.
It's a fortune thing.
So it depends on your.
Oh, right. This is like the year you're born in some year, right? I've seen this. I've just never seen it presented like this. It's usually more simple. There's usually like a chart, and you just take the paper. This is like a fancy thing where you drop a coin and so it's like, it depends on the year you were born in and how old you are now, and then you calculate kind of like your fortune, you take that, and so it's another fortune thing. It's clearly the theme. It's all about luck and good fortune. That's what people are here for. And the food. Right. I like the shot I just got of this girl, putting the money in and reaching for her fortune. That was kind of cool. It's sharp. Not the first one, but the other one is. It's good. See if I can get somebody else going for it. Nice. How'd that come out? Not bad. Cool. Beautiful. Let's keep going. What's this guy making? Oh, wow. So this looks like mochi. Oh, that's a nice scene. I love how it's lit. It's almost like a Renaissance painting or something, kind of. Whenever I'm shooting a scene like this, I always want like the subject to reach out. I like when they reach forward. Like if he hands one of these things to somebody or reaches like that. So I like when people reach because it creates a leading line. It creates this kind of place where you can look. Brings the scene together. There we go. He's handing it off to somebody. Beautiful. There we go. Taking the money. Focus one more time just to be sure. Let's see, can I use this one? I'm trying to use the awning here in front of me to create a cute little pattern, but also to block the bright light. Okay, and then maybe let's get a close up. And so what this is mochi. I think so. Yeah, there's the kanji for mochi. It's mochi. Mochi is a rice cake. You take rice and you like pound it with this wooden hammer all day like a maniac, and it turns into this like kind of sticky, stringy paste. And then you create little cake out of it. And in this case, you grill it, and then you dip it in this sweet sauce. So it's very sweet. It's a lot of sugar. I'm not a big fan, honestly, but people love it in Japan. And then these guys over here, we could briefly mention. These are dharma-san, and they're like a spirit with no eyes, right? And you color in one eye, you make a wish. And when the eye comes true, you color in the other. Oh, so now the eye comes true. When the wish comes true, you color in the other eye as like a thank you to the dharma-san. Maybe let's get across and take a closer look. Let's see my scent. There we go. I would love to get a shot actually from across the way. I think it was more impressive. But, oh well, can't be too far back because it's crowded. I'll try to move a little bit back. Oh, すいません。いや、大丈夫。
Okay.
写真撮ってる。すいません。
Nice, Dharma.
ありがとう。ダルマですね。 That was really funny. So I'm just talking constantly because I have the mic and I'm talking to you guys. And I leaned toward that guy and I was saying something. He's like, huh? He thought I was talking to him. That was really funny. I do must seem like kind of a crazy person just talking to myself, because sometimes the camera with the camera is very far, and I'm just like constantly talking when I'm shooting these videos, whether it's for the RICOH channel or for our other channel. And I'm just used to it. I'm kind of like tuning the world out, but I know people are like, who is this guy talking to himself? Sort of crazy guy. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. We're basically almost out of the market here. Chocolate covered bananas. One of the best things here, we got a okonomiyaki, which is like basically kind of like a pancake, but it's made out of cabbage, egg, meat, and some other stuff. And this stuff is good. Beautiful activity here. Awesome. I took a bajillion shots because, you know, a lot going on. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Actually, I might as well put the slow shutter on. Try a nice, you know, shot from above of the whole market. Try another one here. I know I'm totally in the way, so I'm going to try to do this quick. Wow, you can really smell the grilled food over here. I think grilled squid is what I'm smelling. It smells great. I like this one as well. These guys are making these little sweets. Oh, here we go. Look at this activity. I love it. This action. He's putting them. Awesome. Beautiful. So these are like little tiny castella cakes. So it's like a spongy cake. They stick it in the little molds, you know, they fry it for a little while or grill it, whatever, and then it's, you know, it's delicious. I think we can safely end this video for today, guys, because I think that was already very eventful. We shot for about an hour. I don't know if this video will be that long. We'll cut some stuff, but honestly, I was a little worried that it wouldn't be so busy for obvious reasons, right? But it was fantastic. I had a great time shooting. I took like 400 photos, way too many. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the tour through the Hanazono Shrine in Shinjuku on Tori-no-ichi. Of course, thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments you have below, questions and all that. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to tag your photos with #shootgr_ in your city. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.